Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
56.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Mark Ingram, the ball.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
They go play action now. Jackson.
49-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the 1st drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
56 to Mark, boys, 52.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He can run for it, and he will. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Mahomes. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Chiefs.
Mahomes now on first down, rolling to his left, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll roll him out right. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Kansas City.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
To Tyreek Hill.
4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. Rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Chiefs.
On first down, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 2nd down. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Check 26.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
By Chris Jones.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, report. Report. Come on. 53 the mic. 53.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. From the gun, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Williams, the ball
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and a couple, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one goes for 24 yards. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of 3 yards.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And this one through the uprights and good.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Caught left side, Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 20.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Washington now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Down at the 45.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Washington. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
On 1st, here's Washington. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Washington, the ball carrier.
Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
On the tackle.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
The ball carrier.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Williams. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw. A quick slant to Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me.
Today's final score.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,